are back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Or you know we gotta get into some things. We are going over the Met Gala. First and foremost, the Met happened. And let's start off with Nicki Minaj, because she shut it down. I'm like, oh my goodness, Nicki Minaj gagged it. I was like, oh my goodness, because I didn't know how Nicki was going to come. But every time she stepped, okay, she sets it off. The last two Met Galas, she's ate it up. Now, the icon, luxury law, styled the Queen Onika Tanya Mirage. And listen, Nicki, I'ma need you to keep him around, okay? Keep luxury law around. We should have had him on the tour. You looked great on tour, by the way, because I saw you in person. But, I think it would have been even better if she had him on the tour. But luxury law and Nicki coming together, this is all I ever wanted. This is all I ever dreamt of. They killed it. Nicki Minaj was best dress of the night. I dare one of you hoes to say she wasn't best dressed. I dare one of you hoes to even utter those words. Nicki Minaj ate it up. I was like, damn, she looked good. I didn't think she could outdo last year, but then she proved me wrong. She really outdid herself. Goodness gracious, Nicki looked good. Nicki looked absolutely amazing. She ate it up. I honestly can't even believe how good she looked. Like 10s across the board. Onika Tanya Mirage, the fashion icon. See, people be playing with Nicki when it comes to the fashion topic, acting like she's not a fashion icon. Now, the designer was Thom Browne, inspired by Contrail. Okay? So Nicki looked amazing in my opinion. Now, even Barty Gang was giving Nicki Minaj her 10s. They said this eats down, Barty Gang, we have to give our 10s to the Queen Nicki Minaj. Now, unfortunately, I would do the same to Cardi B. If Cardi B came on the Met Gala red carpet looking good, she would deserve her 10s. But unfortunately, that did not happen. Cardi B came on the carpet looking a hot, stinking mess. Another year, no album, and another year looking a hot, stinking mess at the Met Gala. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I really thought I was going to give Cardi B her 10s. Now she's on theme, right? But it just looks off. Okay, she's on theme, but to me, she just looks a mess. I don't know if it's the contacts, with the hair, with the outfit. I was lost. I don't know. She looked a mess. And this is no hate. This is no hate towards Cardi B. But I just feel like she was on theme. Like, she was there. She was on theme. But I feel like the hair is ugly. The eye contacts are not giving. I don't know. She looks like she was sleeping in the wilderness. It was really giving the Grinch that stole the silicone from the surgeons. That's what it was giving. Okay? It was giving Grinch vibe. I thought her hair was a mess. She got electrocuted. That's what it was given. Now, she's on theme. She is on theme somewhat, but I just feel like Cardi B, especially the face card, she's ugly. The face is never given. The body is not giving. Nothing really gives with Cardi B. I feel like she tries too hard. She tries to be a fashion icon, but unfortunately, she is not. Now, people were saying that La Roach was shouting out Cardi B because in his L interview, he said that Nicki Minaj look was inspired by Contrail, who has female counterparts to Dandy. He said when he thinks of Contrail, he thinks of Cardi B, Mae Russ, Janae Mansfield, okay? And he was really talking about the women's bodies. How their waist is tiny and how you have to tailor things for their waist. He wasn't saying that his look for Nicki Minaj was inspired by Cardi B. Okay, because Cardi B has been looking a mess at the Met. Now, moving on to Riri. Riri basically showed even before she got to the Met, she was caught looking pregnant. And I told y'all niggas that she was pregnant months and months ago.
I told y'all niggas. Y'all thought I was playing, but I told y'all.
So, as we know, I've been said it, Riri is pregnant, and I thought her look was good. I liked her look. I think it was definitely top 5 for the best Met Gala looks. I didn't care for the hat. I really didn't care for that old-ass hat that she got on top of her head, but I thought she, killed her look. Now, what I did notice, I don't know if y'all peep, but it's something going on between her and A$AP the colorist. They didn't take a lot of couple pictures together at the Met. And even the pictures that they did take, I don't know, I feel like the chemistry was off. But like I said before, it don't matter what A$AP the colorist does or did, because she gonna stay. Okay, I don't think Rihanna is gonna up and leave A$AP the colorist. I don't care what nobody says. People are like, oh, she only there for the children. Well, even if she was only there for the children, don't matter, because he won. Okay, Riri is his baby mama. He didn't even have to put a ring on it, and he got her knocked up 3 times. Okay, let's be very clear. Then on top of that, if they break up, he can get child support. Okay, which I feel like he could get because she admitted that he was such a great parent. But I will say she killed her look. A$AP, I wasn't crazy about his look, but I never am. I'm sorry, I'm never crazy about his look for the Met. I always feel like he comes off like he doing something, or like he's some kind of fashion designer, and half the time he be looking a hot, stinking ass mess. Now, he didn't look a mess this time around. A few years ago he did. But I wasn't crazy about his look. I thought there were other men, which I'm going to go over later, that really killed their look. But I liked Rihanna's look. Some people are saying they didn't like it. I think, she did what she had to do for, being pregnant. And, she did show up last minute. So maybe she didn't have her outfit all the way together. But I think she did good. I liked her look. I think it was definitely one of the best looks of the night. Now, it's definitely not her best Met Gala, but who cares? I mean, she's already, showcased that she could be a fashion icon. I don't think she's a fashion icon anymore. I think her looks definitely have fell off through the years. But I think people are going a little bit too hard saying they don't like her outfit. I liked it. I think it was definitely unique. I think for it to be a last minute look, it came together very well. I did like Nicki Minaj's look a little bit better, but Riri looked good. Now, moving on to Meg the Opportunist. Meg looked a god-awful mess. 50,000 lashings from Meg the Opportunist. This is not homecoming or prom. What the hell is this? Okay? Now, the hair was somewhat decent, but I just feel like I don't even know if you were on theme. Allegedly, she was paying homage to Josephine Baker, but it was given homecoming. No shade. Okay, in the hood. It was tailoring black style. I don't know if this is on theme for that. But it was a chop. It was basic. It was boring. And did Megan do something to her face? Her face looked a little bit off, but maybe she was uncomfortable because Nicki Minaj, the queen, has set the standard so high. Okay, so maybe Bigfoot was uncomfortable, but you looked a fucking mess. 50,000 lashes for Megan Thee Stallion. And to be quite honest, she just can't really dress. Now, moving on from that, though, allegedly Megan left the Met early. She went home and posted some memes. Allegedly, she was running from Nicki Minaj at the Met, and that's why she left early, allegedly. Now, D0JA was hiding in a box for this. I mean, she's on theme. I'm not mad at her outfit because she is on theme, but I don't feel like she really gagged alive from when she was hiding in that damn box. I thought she was really finna gagged alive if you gonna hide in the box, but I feel like I can see D0JA wearing this to one of her shows. I feel like she probably had that in her closet. No shade. This is a regular D0JA outfit in my opinion. She is on theme, but I just feel like I wasn't really gagged by it. But that's just me though. Now, moving on to Doja Cat. Doja Cat, she was on theme, so I'll give her 8s. But I feel like I can see Doja Cat wearing this in a music video. The point I'm trying to say is I wasn't wowed. I wasn't gagged. Okay? Because I feel like Doja Cat wears this type of stuff all the time. I want Doja Cat one day to like, I don't know, come like elegant one year. And not always come with shock value. Like last year, she was in Lizzo's t-shirt. The year before, she was a cat. I want her to do less of the shock value and more of an elegant type of, theme or look when she goes to the Met. Because sometimes, no shade to Doja Cat, but sometimes it does come off a little bit tacky, in my opinion. Now, Halle Bailey came to the Met looking pregnant. In a suit, in a bedazzled suit, looking a hot stinking mess. The suit is trash. No shade, Holly, but you look a stinking mess. And you better not be pregnant, okay? Your career has went downhill since you got with Doodle Garbage. You better not be knocked up. I'm like so serious because you finna get like 1 million lashes if I find out you pregnant. Not because I don't feel like you can't take care of your child. Obviously, you have money. I wouldn't say you have a super successful career because after The Little Mermaid, it's kind of been on Floppiana. But I just feel like, why would you get knocked up and you already went through everything you went through with Doodle Garbage last year? The baby didn't even turn 1 and y'all broke up. So hopefully you just at home eating bombs all day, waiting to get some bookings and some deals. Hopefully that's what it is, because I better not find out you pregnant, because it's going to be 1 million lashings for Halle Bailey. Now, moving on to Beetlejuice, Tyla. This was a hot mess. I don't think Tyla should be invited anymore. Clearly, she just don't got the sauce. She is not a Riri replacement and she needs to go. I don't even know what this was, to be quite honest. I don't even know if she was on theme, but I guess Beetlejuice was the theme she was going for, and she looked a hot stinking mess. 500,000 lashes for Tyla. And then Sabrina Carpenter came dressed as a magician. Unfortunately, I think she was on theme, but I wasn't really impressed by the outfit. So her and Tyla's outfits were chopped. So I don't know about this one. I don't feel like it was gag worthy. I feel like I can see her wearing this on tour. I liked Kim K's look. Okay, so I'll give her like an 8 or 9, but I feel like she wears stuff like this all the time. Okay, but I will say I did like her look. It was given early 2000s. Like she was supposed to be like in a J-Lo music video. That's what it was given. So, I didn't mind it. I'm not going to hate. I also think Jennie from Blackpink killed her look. She looked good. Lisa looked like a stripper or dancer from the 1940s. That's what it was given. And it's no shade to Lisa, but I was like, where's your pants? You basically naked, low key. So that was a chop for me. Now, Lala Anthony, she was also a chop. I feel like she looked old in the face. Did she get fillers or something? I didn't like her outfit anyway, so it don't matter. Now, Teyana Taylor, per usual, killed it. She looked really, 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 really good. Okay, she was definitely on theme, but everybody knows that Teyana Taylor can dress. Come on, let's be fucking for real. She's probably one of the GOATs when it comes to fashion. Now, I saw people dragging Coco Jones, but I like Coco Jones' outfit. It was giving Billy Porter on the low, but she was on theme. Okay, so I didn't mind it. I felt like she looked good. Was this her first Met? If this is her first Met Gala, I feel like for her first Met, She looked really good. I didn't know why people was dragging her like that. Now, Queen Zendaya looked very good, but I wasn't really impressed. I felt like she should have came harder. I felt like Nicki Minaj ate her up low-key at the Met. Really. I never thought I would say that, but Zendaya, Nicki Minaj ain't you up. It was a little bit dull. It was a little bit boring, in my opinion. I felt like she's done outfits like this in the past. You know, she wore a lot of pantsuits and, you know, similar outfits like this. I thought she was going to come harder, but maybe Luxury Law had his hands tied with Onika Tanya Mirage. Now, dumbass Sydney Sweeney, who's a very dumb blonde, decided to pay homage to the 1968 movie The Legend of the La Claire. Here's my thing. That wasn't the theme of the Met Gala. The Met Gala is not paying homage to white women, dummy. It was tailoring black style. Okay? So you weren't even on theme because that is not black style. Okay? That's a white woman who probably stole a black woman's style. But at the end of the day, you went completely out of left field. Okay? But am I shocked? No, because Sydney Sweeney is more known for her body than she is for her acting skills. Okay, so of course she had to wear a bodycon type of dress with her titties showing, because if she didn't show her titties, she probably would not have been invited again. That's all she does is show her body. She has zero talent, in my opinion. It was a chop for me. Now, Kylie looked good for a 40-year-old woman. I mean, her and Kim look like they the same age, in my opinion. Okay, so I give Kylie her 8. You know, I feel like she looked good for 35. You know, I like the outfit. We don't know if it's on theme, but you know, I feel like it could be on theme to a certain degree. But I just feel like some people kind of missed the mark. But I did like Kylie's outfit. Now, did y'all see Lewis Hamilton? He looked scrumptious at the Met. Like, Nikki, how did you let this man go? He looked good. And so did Keith Power. You know, Keith Power, he looked good. It was given 1950s, but he looked good. I give him his 7s. And I also liked Bad Bunny somewhat. I don't feel like he killed his look, but I think he definitely was on theme. And also, we cannot forget the iconic Miss Lauren. She was late. Well, I wouldn't say late. I think that, you know, she wasn't going to be the first one there, but she came later on during the night. But she looked amazing and definitely was on theme. Okay? I mean, I feel like Lauryn Hill, low-key, in Black culture, she should be considered a fashion icon. Okay, in my opinion. I thought she killed her look. I also thought Janelle Monáe also killed her look too. We got to give Janelle Monáe her 10s. But let me know who you guys feel like was the best and worst dress of the night. I don't know why Shakira walked up in there like it was some sort of quinceañera, but she looked a mess and definitely wasn't on theme. So she definitely, in my opinion, at least top 5 worst dress of the night. Okay, she could have stayed at home. And I just want to say, I told y'all that Queen Bee was not going. What did I tell y'all? A few weeks ago, I told y'all Queen Bee wasn't going. Y'all did not want to believe me. But anyway, I got some very hot tea on Patreon about the royal family. Link will be in the description. And I hope you have a great day.